Hello, Western Civ 104. Thank you for your patience this week. I really apologize about the opening up the module late. It's so frustrating. I've really tried to double down and make sure that that wouldn't happen, and it happened. Especially what's frustrating is that I made sure I had everything set up. I think I didn't have the course objectives out. That's the one thing that I didn't get to. So listen, I want to explain something. I did go to Canada, but when I go on trips during a semester, it's not a vacation. I worked. It's just the real issue right now is that I have two jobs, and this has really bogged me down. And sometimes I have to just not do work at the other place. A lot of people are sick right now, and they're getting sick, or they're claiming to be sick. So I keep getting calls in, and I'm back in America. It's a two-job country, right? So I kind of need the work as well to deal with survival in the United States. But in any case, I am really working hard right now to focus. So I worked this morning very early. It's a physical job. Then I came back, I ate, and I'm just finishing up around now. I didn't get to everything, but I think I'm getting on top of it this week. All right now. So what I wanted to say, though, is that this is coming the end of the semester. And I see that this is typical. A lot of my students' work starts dropping off because they're prioritizing other classes. And history classes don't get the priority a lot of times. I don't take it personal. I know science and math, something else. And it could be also, whatever the case is, I'm not judging you and I'm not upset. But what I need you to understand is that in all of my classes, the work being turned in has dropped quite a bit. And a lot of times students are going to assume that they can just turn in a bunch of work at the end of the semester for me. I'm not going to have the ability to do that. I mean, it's even beyond just like what I want to do or not do. If everybody that's not turning in work now all of a sudden wanted to try to do that, I'm just logistically not going to be that way if it all comes the end. When the semester comes to an end, I'm given a deadline and I have to have all the work graded and finished. And by the way, I did not forget that so many of you students had the issues with the fires, and some of you have talked to me and we've made arrangements. But at the same time, at this point, if you're missing four assignments or more, we need to do an assessment about strategy or what to do. I need you to contact me, okay? So even though I'm telling you that I'm extra busy right now, I'm still making sure I prioritize getting a hold of all of you. And texting me is the best way. Then I can call you back, and we can try to figure something out or take a look at your grades. That's the best thing we can do. So I just want you to understand, I am totally willing to have your backs. I want to help people, but I also have to be realistic about what I can do. I'm a mere mortal trying, okay? So work with me, and keep in mind that sometimes while you're looking at, because I gave a lot of work, it might not take that much for you to at least get an acceptable grade. So this is what I mean. We can strategize if we're having a little bit of a struggle. So the content that we're covering this week is really dealing with the kind of negative aspect or side or controversial topics of dealing with Western civilization. And I mainly just put those videos out there, the crash course and some clips that I think will help you kind of put things into perspective on this week's module, especially if you combine it with reading the text. And then we're getting close to the end where I'm going to just be having you do a real sort of serious analysis or a reflection on the of Western civilization as we have covered it thus far. And so, so as I was mentioning, I don't want to say it again. I'll say it one more time. Contact me if you need anything. I think that's all I need to say. I hope that you're all having a great week. It's great to be back. I have to say also, I feel a little bit bad. I kind of talked mess on the U.S. Border Patrol, and I think I even spelled the word border wrong, actually, on my announcement, dealing with how they were acting when I crossed the border in the bus from Canada. But I am a little bit frustrated with that. I don't know. Now that I've been traveling, I see that safety is important, and safety can be attained. But being treated like you're not a worthy American, or a foreigner being treated like they're not wanted, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. And I just didn't really get it, being yelled at like children at times. Is a very bizarre thing. But the world and bureaucracy and how laws are enforced, and the legacy of Western civilization based on that, and the rest of the world. I mean, I can tell you, look, I've seen some bizarre stuff when it comes to this topic when we're talking about different countries. But anyhow, we don't need to go over this anymore. I hope you guys are all having a good week, and we'll be in touch. If you need anything, just hit me up.